In the quiet but steadily developing village of Umuagu, life moved at a gentle rhythm. In the mornings, the crowing of roosters mixed with the distant sound of motorcycles heading to the nearby town. Women swept their compounds while children ran barefoot along the red earth roads. Though electricity had reached some parts of Umuagu and a few modern houses stood tall, the village still held tightly to its traditions. It was in this village that the girls were born into different families, but into one destiny. Their names were Adora and Chiamaka. Childhood bond. Adora was the only daughter of a modest shopkeeper. Her father sold provisions, rice, oil, soap, while her mother was known for her kindness and wisdom. Chiamaka came from a Lauda household. She had 3 brothers, a playful mother, and a father who was a well-known carpenter in Umuagu. Despite their different backgrounds, the girls met on their very first day of primary school. Chiamaka had walked into class confidently, greeting everyone loudly. Adora, on the other hand, sat quietly in a corner, holding her sled tightly. During break time, Chiamaka noticed her. "Why are you sitting alone?" she asked. Adora looked up shyly. "I don't know anyone." Chiamaka smiled widely and stretched out her hand. "Now you know me. My name is Chiamaka." That simple moment became the beginning of something powerful. From that day, they became inseparable. They walked to school together, shared food, studied side by side, and even got punished together when they talked too much in class. In the evenings, they would sit under the big mango tree near Adora's house. That tree became their world. They told stories, made plans, and imagined their future. "Let's promise something," Chiamaka said one day. "What?" Adora asked. "No matter what happens, we will never leave each other." Adora smiled and nodded. "I promise." Dreams and differences. As the years passed, their personalities became clearer. Adora loved books. She read everything she could find, old textbooks, newspapers, even borrowed novels. She believed education was her path out of poverty. Chiamaka loved people. She enjoyed talking, laughing, and creating things with her hands. She would sew small dresses for her dolls and later began designing clothes for neighbors. Their dreams were different, but they supported each other fully. "You will become a big woman in the city," Chiamaka would say proudly. "And you will own the biggest fashion shop in Umuagu," Adora would reply. Separation begins. After secondary school, life began to test their promise. Adora gained admission into a university in the city. The entire village celebrated her. Chiamaka was happy, but deep inside, she felt something she couldn't explain. The day Adora was leaving, they hugged tightly. "I will call you every day," Adora said. "You better," Chiamaka replied, forcing a smile. As the bus drove away, Chiamaka stood alone after it disappeared. For the first time in her life, she felt alone. Life in 2 worlds. The city changed Adora. She faced challenges, no money, long lectures, sleepless nights, but she remained focused. She worked part-time jobs, studied hard, and slowly built a better version of herself. Meanwhile, in Umuagu, Chiamaka built her own path. She started small, sewing clothes with an old machine. People began to notice her talent. Her designs were unique, modern, yet rooted in tradition. Her name began to spread. Still, something was missing. Distance and silence. At first, they called each other every day. Then it became once a week. Then, sometimes, life got busy. Adora had exams and responsibilities. Chiamaka had customers and growing demands. The bond was still there, but it was no longer as strong as before. The prince returns. Years later, news shook Umuagu. The king's son, Prince Obinna, was returning from abroad. He had studied overseas and was coming back to take responsibility in the kingdom. The entire village prepared for his arrival. There were celebrations, decorations, and excitement everywhere. That same period, Adora returned home after graduating. She was no longer the shy girl from before. She was confident, elegant, and intelligent. The meeting. During the New Yam Festival, the biggest event in Umuagu, everything changed. The village square was filled with music, dancing, and colorful attire. Adora and Chiamaka attended together, just like old times. But something felt different. As Adora stood watching the dancers, Prince Obinna noticed her. He had seen many women, but there was something about her calm strength that drew him in. He approached her, and from that moment, a new story began. Love and jealousy. Prince Obinna began visiting Adora. Their connection grew naturally. He admired her intelligence. She respected his humility. Meanwhile, the village began to talk. Adora will become a princess. She is so lucky. At first Chiamaka laughed it off. But slowly, those words began to affect her. She started comparing. Why her? She wondered. The jealousy grew quietly, like a seed. Breaking point. One evening, Chiamaka couldn't hide it anymore. You've changed, she said. Adora looked shocked. What do you mean? You don't need me anymore. That statement hurt deeply, and for the first time, they argued. The wedding announcement. When the royal marriage was announced, the entire village rejoiced. But Chiamaka felt like she had lost something important. Not just her friend, but a part of herself. The wedding day. The wedding was grand beyond imagination. Modern lights, traditional music, beautiful decorations, it was a perfect blend of worlds. Adora looked like royalty, but her eyes searched for one person. Chiamaka. Reunion. After the ceremony, they finally faced each other. Tears replaced pride. Fear replaced anger. I thought I lost you, Chiamaka whispered. You never will, Adora replied. A new beginning. Adora entered the palace, but she carried her friendship with her. She helped Chiamaka grow her business into a fashion empire. Chiamaka became strong, independent, and respected. They realized something important. Life may take people in different directions. But true friendship does not break. Final message: glowing star. Not all journeys are the same. Some lead to palaces. Some lead to empires. But the greatest treasure in life is someone who stays in your heart, no matter where you go.